Hi, my name's Chris. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Could be my last ever YouTube video too. I just wanted to show off a cool little thing I did recently while tinkering around on my IBM PC clone 80808 based PC that I made during lockdown. I call it the XTjr. There's more details about it in the description for the. I've got a link to the GitHub page where I go through more of the details about it. But essentially, it's just a basic XT-ish clone that borrows some ideas from the PCjr and some other things, and it's based on Sergei Kiselyov's Xi8088 based single board computer. I'm on my second version of it now. The cool new feature I added in the second version was the ability to load things from cassette tape. And with that, I managed to make this, which is a cassette tape of a PC booter game that I managed to transfer onto tape, and it loads. Shall we go take a look? Okay, what we've got here is I've just quickly opened up the case of the XTjr just to show a little bit about, this is the cassette port, so there's just a single bit in here which is red for cassette tape, and it just runs straight into here, which goes to the port 61 register, and that comes straight out of the cassette deck. The only cassette deck I have is the data recorder for my ZX Spectrum Plus 2, my Amstrad ZX Spectrum. And what I've just done is taken the, internally there's this connector here, I don't even see these 4 cables coming out here. And I've just taken the connector that the data recorder plugs into the main board of the ZX Spectrum, disconnected it and just run it out one of the back ports so that I can access the data recorder separately from the Spectrum. So the Spectrum is not switched on, except for I'm just powering up and using the Plus 2A tape deck. So I'll just put the case back on. Ooh. Okay, please excuse the horrific wire spaghetti I've got going on here, and just a load of really Heath Robinson shoehorned together connections. But what we've got here essentially is the power coming from the XTjr, just going straight into the cassette deck connector, so it just powers the data recorder. And then coming out, we've got the white cable here, which is the out from the TLL level, logic level output, 5-volt level output that just goes straight into that pin, which is then just sensed by the XTjr to read the tape signal. And I've also kind of botched together a monitor so you can hear the sweet loading sounds as it's doing its thing, just by botching on this potentiometer going straight into this cheap old USB speaker. So we'll power things on. You can see the light from the Spectrum comes on, but I promise you it is just the tape deck that's come on. And we'll pop in the cassette tape I managed to make. Making the cassette tape was a whole drama in itself, because actually I had to figure out how to get input in through the data recorder to actually try and record it from my laptop, which I prepared the sound file on, which took a bit of work. But so let's check, that's rewound. Be kind. Rewind. Oh, not rewinding. Fast forward. There we go. Okay. And then let's have a look. I'll show you the screen. So here's the boot sequence for the XTjr. I've disabled the turbo function, that's here, so the RAM check takes a wee while. Just for it also saves compatibility. And what I did just there when it was booting was hit F8, which in XTID uses gives the option to do the ROM boot. And on the ROM for this I have put on the IBM Cassette BASIC, and here we are in beautiful IBM Cassette BASIC. And then all we need to do is type, excuse me, I'm doing this one-handed, Load. Oops. Making my US and British keyboards confused. Load, open quotations, space, close quotation, comma, R for run automatically. And then we just press enter, hit play, turn this down, guess it's too loud, got my kids sleeping in a minute. There we go. If we look at the screen, it says LD PC-MAN. The game I managed to save is a Pac-Man clone called PC-MAN, which I chose because it's Pac-Man, and Pac-Man's cool and recognizable, but also it's only 16K in size, so loading only takes about a minute and a half for that amount of data. PC was pretty fast when it came to tape deck speeds. It could do on average about 1500 baud, which compared to other microcomputers at the time is pretty good. You can hear it beeping away. Such a mess, my setup. It would even make Jan Beta blush, I think. Oh, sorry, it's terrible, the view of the screen. So blurred. Oops. There we go. Hey! It's loaded! Sorry, it's so blurry. There we go. Right. Now you can watch me try and play Pac-Man one-handed. Hey. Dun, dun. Oh! Got the stop tape. There we go, let's eat some ghosts. Yum yum. Come, I'll get you. Yeah. Anyway, and that's it really. So yeah, so part of my reason for doing this was just one, just because I could. Ah, I got killed. And the other thing was that one of my motivations for building the XTjr was to try and prove to myself that the PC really is a microcomputer. So I've really been trying to just make it an all-in-one wedge-shaped case, just to bring the PC down to a more microcomputer level, because in my head growing up, I never saw the PC as a microcomputer. To me, it was always something beyond a microcomputer. Microcomputer was a ZX Spectrum with its tape deck. So this is a PC, a kind of fairly fully integrated PC. Only thing it doesn't lack is its own inbuilt video, but that's just added by a simple VGA card on an ISA slot. And apart from that, sound and everything else. So the ultimate way to go is with a microcomputer, you'd load stuff from tape, at least in this country. Disk drives were all highly fancy bits of equipment. So yeah, this is my ultimate kind of like end goal for this machine was, wow, wouldn't it be cool if you could load games from tape like a Specky? And well, that's it. So yeah. Well, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, then well done you for dealing with such terrible low fidelity quality YouTube videos. So congratulations for looking beyond that. Hope you found this interesting. I'm going to have more information about this copy of this. I'm going to try and upload it to a GitHub repo at some point, the WAV file. I do believe it works on, I believe it should work on a 5150, original 5150 or a PCjr. I've only managed to try the WAV file for this on the MAME emulation of both of those machines, and it loaded absolutely fine in the same way from Cassette BASIC. Might also load from Advanced Basic, DOS Basic, but I haven't tried that yet. But anyway, yeah. Hope you like this, and you might see me again, or you might not. Who knows? Anyway, bye!